Hey, what's going on, mi gente? Welcome back to another video in Fitness Legacy. Alright, guys, so before I jump in the video, again, I just want to say thank you to everyone supporting. I'm shocked by the amount of support that I'm getting from, Dominicans, of course. And I was expecting, of course, Dominicans because we did not have, we didn't have a voice on YouTube. Um, I mean, if you think about it, the people that were the Dominican voices on YouTube, they call themselves Latinxes. Just keep that in mind. But now that we're here, I always say real Dominicans. Now that we're here in the YouTube streets, Dominicans are really, showing some love. But not just Dominicans. Puerto Ricans, of course, we're respecting that from Puerto Ricans. Big shout out to my Puerto Ricans. But Mexican, that shocked me a lot. I was not expecting all the support that I'm getting from Mexicans. So that means, guys, that all the bullshit that been going on for the last 4 years, 4 or 5 years, is not just in DR. I know right now DR is the main target, but the bullshit is everywhere. And I'm shocked, with the support how I said, because I did a channel a couple of months ago, but then I stopped, due to work and all that. But now, since I've been back, I would say it's like a week. Since a week that I've been back, man, the support that I'm getting is good. I'm like, holy shit, so that gives me, that gives me more energy to keep going. So thank you for the support, guys. How I said, we here now. Real Hispanics, we here now, and we just a symptom if you think about it. All the bullshit that been going on for the longest. People just getting fed up about all these people, trashing us all the time, calling us names, trashing our culture, trashing everything. Attacking our identity and all that. Like people just getting fed up. So, and it's gonna keep growing, guys. Because if people, they come and they see my videos, they're going to realize, like, holy shit, I didn't know this was going on. And this is why I created the channel, so people can, wake the fuck up and know what really is going on. The hate that these people have for us, how they want to take over, how they want to take over our culture, how they want to, like, say that everything is Afro, say that this and that, you know what I mean, all the bullshit, So, thank you for the support, man. That gives, all that, all the support just gave me energy to keep exposing these clowns. So anyway, guys, so let's just jump in the video. All right, so this guy right here, his name is Eden Cole, right? So this guy, he lives in the Dominican Republic, and he's an Afro American, and then he's opening a hookah lounge. He's opening a hookah lounge, I guess, in DR, right? So the problem that I have with this guy in this video is a comment that he made, right? And basically, this is for Dominicans to know that these Afrocentrics, they're always gonna go with Haitians. That even though they're obsessed with us and all that, it's because we mix looking people, in white and all that. Because people like this guy, like they don't, especially mixed looking prostitutes, they don't like dark skinned women, So obviously they're not gonna go to Haiti, they're not gonna go to Africa, they're gonna go to DR. But even though they're obsessed with us and all that, they have like this attachment with Haitians because they love the Haitian history, not the Dominican history, guys. The Haitian history. That's the reason why every time something happens between Haiti and the Dominicans, they always pick the Haitians. All right, always. You never fail. And then, but they don't like to visit Haiti. You know what I mean? But it's complicated to explain because they're obsessed with Dominicans, but love the Haitian history, but I don't like Haiti at the same time. You know what I mean? Because you know how you feel about dark skinned people. Anyways, guys, so this guy, I guess he's opening a hookah lounge in DR, and then he was looking for workers, right? And he decided to go with some Haitians, which I have no problem with, because a lot of Dominicans do that as well. Um, so the problem that I have is with a comment that he made. So basically, let me tell you something. Let me say this real quick. When you an outsider, a foreigner, and you invest, in a country or whatever you're doing, the people from the country, from that country that you know where you invest in, obviously they're gonna expect that you gonna pick their people to do to do whatever they had to do. So if you're looking for construction workers, they're expecting for you to pick people from their country, right? Um, One thing is, let's say that if I want to open a business in Brazil, Brazilians are expecting for me to pick Brazilian workers because I'm in their country, right? So let's say, for example, this guy is in the DR, right? And he went with Haitians. The only problem that I can have with that is basically that, hey, listen, you are a foreigner, you invested in a country, you're supposed to go with Dominicans. I can say that, right? Because when it comes to Dominicans, like if you're Dominican, go with Haitians, it's like, okay, no problem with that. It is what it is, because Dominicans, they do it all the time. But when an outsider does it, it kind of hit different. You know what I mean? Because, all right, this country is opening the door for you to invest and to open a hookah lounge or a business, whatever, and then you don't hire Dominican workers. You know what I mean? It's different. But anyways, the problem that I have with this guy, it's a comment that he said in the video. So basically what he's saying is that, because something that you need to understand with these people, they're always throwing shades at Dominicans. They're always calling us racist. They're always calling us colorist. And, they're always talking shit how Dominicans are like Haitians. You know what I mean? But they do nothing for Haiti, guys. It's crazy. And the crazy part about this guy, so he's so pro-Haitian here in this video, but not pro-Haitian in Haiti. He wanna be pro-Haitian in Haiti, but not in the he wanna be pro-Haitian in the Dominican Republic, but not in Haiti. So he hired some Haitians, right, to work in his business. So according to him, right. By the way, this guy is one of the ones always calling Dominican blacks. The reason that I'm saying that is because it's gonna make sense why I'm saying it in a little bit. So he's one of those calling Dominican blacks, right? But anyways, in the story, he's saying that a Dominican man asked him why he went with Haitians and not a Dominican. And how you guys know, these people always love throwing shades to Dominicans. No matter where they are, guys, they can be in the R. They're always gonna do that, talk shit about us. And that's one of the parts that really got me. Because the reason that these people are doing this shit like this, they feel, even in the R, to talk shit about us, is because they've been running loose for the longest, right? Without being checked. So, and I doubt that Dominicans from the R know that this guy is saying all this shit that he's saying. Because obviously people don't speak English in TR, and then they probably don't know that he's saying all this in YouTube, But then when a Dominican asks him why he went with a Haitian, the answer that he gave to the Dominican, that's when I have a problem with. That's the part that got me, okay? So I'm gonna let the video play, guys, and then I will do my comments at the end. Let's watch the video, guys.
It didn't have to be a Haitian, but a qualified, a good qualified. Because this is the thing. Unfortunately, here, it's a good thing and a bad. It's a good thing when you can make it be a benefit for yourself. And I'm just gonna be honest. It's a good thing because you have people that are willing to work. It's a good thing because you have people that want to work. It's a bad thing, unfortunately, when it comes to living here and just my heart goes out to individuals that are in that situation. But some people, not me, but some people are classist towards Haitians. Yeah. That's just been 100% true. They'll try to pay Haitians less. They'll try to treat them less than, but not me. I'll make sure that all of my people are good and all of my people are together. But because the culture is like that, that creates this atmosphere where you'll find a lot of Haitians that are great at what they do, but don't get a chance to do it much because some people will prefer not to go with the Haitian. I actually had a Dominican to say something like that. Well, like, why would you go with a Haitian? And I'm like, you know I'm African, right? Like, I'm African. You know that, right? I said, you know, the only difference between a Haitian and me is I'm probably circumcised and they got off the boat a little bit before I did. That's the only difference. I said, you know that, right? But so anyway, I said all of that to say that what happens is that it's a good thing when it comes to your workforce because you can find some really good talented people that are willing to work. Not saying for you to exploit them and not saying for you to pay them less than. No, pay them a good, fair wage. But know that you have people who are willing to work, that want to work, and they just can't work because unfortunately other people, not you, and not us, but other people won't work with them because of some stupid class system. So if you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I'm teaching you on ways to help the Haitian economy as well as to help yourself as an entrepreneur.
All right, guys. So I'm pretty sure you got that. What part was it that got me, right? It was this part right here. There was few parts, but this was, the one that got me the most.
That's just been 100% true. They'll try to pay less.
First, he's throwing shades to Dominican. Of course, never fails. This guy right now is in DR, not Haiti though. He's in DR right now, throwing shades to Dominicans. All right, let's let it pass. All right, let's keep going.
I found somebody to do it for 18.
All right.
Yeah, we ain't not getting them to. That's just been 100% true. They'll try to pay Haitians less. They'll try to treat them less than, but not me. I'll make sure that all of my people are good and all of my people are together. But
all of my people. All right.
Because the culture is like that, that creates.
So here we go. You see how he's throwing shades to the Dominican culture? Because remember this, Dominicans always gonna be the bad ones. Not Haiti though. It's always Dominicans. It's always gonna be the Dominican fault. The culture, right? He's talking about the Dominican culture. No, the Haitian culture being against Dominicans. No, it's the Dominicans being against the Haitian. Remember that. As always. Haitian good, Dominican bad. Always. But let's keep going.
This atmosphere where you'll find a lot of Haitians that are great at what they do, but don't get a chance to do it much because some people will prefer not to go with the Haitian. I actually had a Dominican.
Of course, a lot of people not gonna go with the Haitians, gonna go with Dominicans because you're in the Dominican Republic. So he's saying they're like, oh, and a lot of people wanna go with the Haitians. Of course, they're not gonna go with the Haitians. They're gonna go with Dominicans. You know what I mean? But this is the part that got me.
Something like that. Well, like, why would you go with a Haitian? And I'm like, you know I'm African, right? Like, I'm African. You know that, right? I said, the only difference between a Haitian and me is I'm probably circumcised and they got off the boat a little bit before I did. That's the only difference.
So you guys saw the bullshit? That part right there. So this guy just told a Dominican, according to him, that he hired Haitians because Haitians that look like him. So when the Dominican man asked this foreigner that's investing in the Dominican Republic, why you want to go with the Haitians and not with Dominicans, that's the answer he gave that Dominican. Because the Haitians, they look like me and they Afro just like me. You see how the Dominicans are black bullshit goes out the window? When shit like this happen, have you guys noticed that? Do you notice? Of course, because that's the one thing too. Only Dominicans women are black. I'm noticing that. The Dominicans women are black. For some reason, the Dominican men are not black. Only the Dominican woman. Because at the moment, the Dominican man asks him, According to him, why he went with the Haitians, the first thing he did was throw the race car. If you think about it, guys, that's some racist shit. You know what I mean? If you think about it. Imagine if the same guy is in the States, applying for a job. And the manager is white. And then he applies for the job and he doesn't get the job. And the manager hires some white folks. And then he asks, oh, why you didn't hire me? And the manager says, oh, do you know these people are white, right? You know these people are white just like me, right? That's some racist shit if you think about it. So this guy is throwing shades at Dominicans. That Dominicans are racist, right? That Dominicans are like Haitians. And then he's being racist against Dominicans, you can say. Because the guy just said, I hired the Haitians because they look like me. So get the fuck up, you racist Dominican. While it's in the art. This is the shit that been going on for the longest, guys. Shit like this. And this is what I want to tell Dominicans as well. Have you noticed? You remember the other fucking guy? What's his name? Phil Scott. That dude always trashing Dominicans as well. That every time there is a thing between Haiti and Dominicans, they always go with the Haitians because the Haitians are black and the Haitians look like them. Because the guy Phil Scott, he made a comment. He said that Haitians are his brothers and sisters, not Dominicans, the Haitians. Do you remember the people that were trying to planning how to boycott the DR? One of the reasons that they were saying that to support the Haitians is because the Haitians, because they're black, and the Haitians are their people, the brothers and sisters. So they always go with the Haitians because the Haitians are brothers and sisters. So what happened? I thought Dominicans were black. You see how the bullshit goes out the window? You see that? Then this guy right here is basically talking to his black audience. And he's telling them if you want to invest in DR, he's showing them, ways how to invest in DR, but to hire Haitian workers because they want to help the Haitian economy, not the Dominican. They don't want to help the Dominicans, they want to help the Haitians. They want to help the Haitians. These are the people that have no problem with Haiti taking over the island. Because that's what they want. Because they know the Haiti's fucked up, so they don't have like a lot of choice, so they don't mind all the Haitians in DR taking over the island. That's the reason why they always gonna support the island, the Haitians in the island, in DR. I mean, that side of the island, because it's all one island if you think about it. But in that side of the island, to support the Haitian economy. So these people over here discriminating against Dominicans in Dominican Republic. Do you see the bullshit? Hold on, let's go back, guys. Listen to this guy.
It's a good thing because you have people that are willing to work. It's a good thing because you have people that want to work. It's a bad thing, unfortunately.
So can you imagine all these people investing in the R, and when the Dominican workers, hey, let's work, let's get some shit going. No, I want to work with Haitians because the Haitian, they look like me and they offer just like me.
Comes to living here and just my heart goes out to individuals that are in that situation. But some people, not me, but some people are classist towards Haitians.
Dominicans.
And just being 100% true, they'll try to pay Haitians less. They'll try to treat them less than, but not me. I'll make sure that all of my people are good and all of my people are together. But because the culture is like that, that creates this atmosphere where you'll find a lot of Haitians that are great at what they do, but don't get a chance to do it much because some people will prefer not to go with the Haitian. I actually had a Dominican to say something like that.
So he's kind of saying that that's a bad thing. That most Dominicans gonna go with Dominicans workers in the Dominican Republic. Like it's a bad thing. Oh, most people rather not go with Haitians. I mean, do you know where you are, bro? He's saying like it's a bad thing. That what, you don't know that every job that Haitians do, it's a job that they take from Dominicans. So it's not gonna make sense that most Dominicans gonna go with Dominicans. But he's trying to make it seem like it's a bad thing. But not me. Not me. And then this Dominican guy asked me where I'm gonna go with a Haitian. And I told him, do you know that Haitians are Afro? Just like me, and they look, and we look the same. The only difference between me and a Haitian is the whatever.
Like, why would you go with a Haitian? And I'm like, I'm African, right?
You see, and they're laughing like it's something funny, like what you said, like it's a joke.
I'm African, you know that, right? I said, the only difference between a Haitian and me is I'm probably circumcised and they got off the boat.
Hey, what about investing in Haiti? Oh hell no. So they wanna be pro Haitians in DR, but not in Haiti.
A little bit before I did. That's the only difference. I said, you know that, right? But so anyway, I said all of that to say that what happens is that it's a good thing when it comes to your workforce, because you can find some really good talented people that are willing to work. Not saying it's for you to exploit them and not saying for you to pay them less than. No, pay them a good, fair wage. But know that you have people who are willing to work, that want to work, and they just can't work because unfortunately other people, not you and not us, but other people won't work with them because of some stupid class system.
Oh, you notice that? Because other people, not you, not us. So he's saying Dominicans. So you see the shade that he's throwing to Dominicans here? Look at him, look at him.
When it comes to your workforce, because you can find some really good talented people that are willing to work. Not saying it's for you to exploit them and not saying for you to pay them less than. No, pay them a good, fair wage. But know that you have people who are willing to work, that want to work, and they just can't work because unfortunately other people, not you and not us, but other people won't work with them because of some stupid class system. So if you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I'm teaching you on ways to help.
They're on Dominicans. They would rather work with Dominicans in the Dominican Republic.
Haitian economy, as well as to help yourself as an entrepreneur, because this is all about business. We don't do this for our health. We don't do this for free. We don't do this for fun. We do this for pay. You understand what I'm saying? If you understand why.
Do you hear that? Let's go again, guys.
But not. I'll make sure that all of my people are good and all of my people are together. But because the culture is like that, that creates this atmosphere where you'll find a lot of Haitians that are great at what they do, but don't get a chance to do it much because some people will prefer not to go with the Haitian. I actually had a Dominican to say something like that. Well, like, why would you go with a Haitian? And I'm like, I'm African, right?
You see? Guys, what do you think it will happen if this guy in the States get that same answer from a white man? Why he didn't got the job, why he was not hired? What do you think his reaction would have been if a white man answered that question the same way that he just answered that question to that Dominican? Hey, Rob, why do you hire all those Irish? Why do you hire those Irish people? Do you know that I'm Italian and we white and they look just like me? Whoa. If that's not a definition of racism, I don't know what it is. But then he's over here calling throwing shades at Dominicans, calling us racist. And saying that we like to discriminate. And that's what you just did against the Dominican. So these people do shit like that and they don't So these people do shit like that, guys, and they don't see it. Because they're always blaming, always pointing fingers at Dominicans. No, I'm gonna repeat it again, guys, because I'm pretty sure you guys said, like, what the fuck did just happen here? This guy just really said that. Yep. I'm gonna repeat it again. And it's not just that he said that. It's basically how he's telling his audience to hire Haitians, not Dominicans. So, they can help the Haitian economy. But investing in the art. So all these people, guys, they're pro-Haitian. They're pro-invasion of Haitians in the art. And that's what I want to tell Dominicans. They're always going to pick the Haitians over you. Always. These people have no problem with Haitians taking over the island. They have no problem with that. Do you really think? Let's do something real quick. Do you really think? Let's say if Haiti was doing better than DR, and Dominicans were the one at the bottom. Do you really think they would feel bad about Dominicans? Hell no. Because they hate our history, so of course they're gonna be against us. Always. So if Haiti would be doing better, well, I don't know. People still, dark down there. So, but you know what I mean. All these people are pro-Haitians, all of them. Yeah, I'm gonna keep posting videos on top of videos proving that point until all Dominicans can see that these people are anti your people.
Pay deposits, under no circumstances. Ever since I learned that lesson,
Hold on.
got so upset with one guy.
Where is it?
Because you have people that want to work.
All right, right here.
Not to go with the Haitian. I actually had a Dominican that. Well,
let's go back.
Why would you go with a Haitian? And I'm a good qualified, because this is the thing. Unfortunately, here, it's a good thing and a bad. It's a good thing when you can make it be a benefit for yourself. And I'm just gonna be honest. It's a good thing because you have people that are willing to work. It's a good thing because you have people that want to work. It's a bad thing, unfortunately, when it comes to living here and just my heart goes out to individuals that are in that situation. But some people, not me, but some people are classist towards Haitians. Yeah. That's just being 100% true. They'll try to pay Haitians less. They'll try to treat them less than, but not me. I make sure that all of my people are good and all of my people are together. But because the culture is like that, that creates this atmosphere where you'll find a lot of Haitians that are great at what they do, but don't get a chance to do it much because some people will prefer not to go with the Haitian. I actually had a Dominican to say something like that. Well, like, why would you go with a Haitian? And I'm like, I'm African, right? Like, I'm African. You know that, right? I said, the only difference between a Haitian and me is I'm probably circumcised.
You know that I'm black, Dominican, right? And the Haitians are black, right? That's the reason why I went with the Haitians. Because we are the same people, you're Dominican. Wow, he's in the fucking DR. That's... I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it classic, alright?
And they got off the boat a little bit before I did. That's the only difference. I said, you know that, right? But so anyway, I said all of that to say that what happens is that it's a good thing when it comes to your workforce because you can find some really good talented people that are willing to work. Not saying for you to exploit them and not saying for you to pay them less than. No, pay them a good, fair wage. But know that you have people who are willing to work, that want to work, and they just can't work because unfortunately other people, not you and not us, but other people won't work with them because of some stupid class system. So if you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I'm teaching you on ways to help the Haitian economy as well as to help your...
You heard what he said? Help the Haitian economy, not the Dominican economy. They're always gonna put the Haitians first. Always. Alright? Alright, so this is what I wanna do, guys. This is what I wanna do, because I'm done fucking around with this shit. Alright, we're gonna let these people know that we fucking here now. We're not gonna allow this shit to happen. One is you trashing Dominicans in the States. And we here still. But you're not gonna talk shit about Dominicans in the Dominican Republic with no consequences. So this is what I wanna do. After I post this video, guys, I want all of us to go to his fucking channel. Right? Go to his last video. And just go through all the comment section and let him know that we're watching. That we're not gonna allow this bullshit. Alright? So he can know that we're here. And he's not gonna be saying shit like this on YouTube no more. This is what I want to let people know. That Dominicans now we're here. We're not gonna allow this shit to keep going. People trashing us left and right all the fucking time. We're not gonna allow this shit anymore. So this is what I wanna do. After I post this video, guys, we were gonna go to his channel and let him know that this shit is not gonna... He better stop this shit that he's doing right now. How the hell this guy gonna tell a Dominican man in the Dominican Republic, because the Dominican man asking, hey, why you didn't hire Dominicans? And the answer that he gave the Dominican guy is because, oh, you know that I'm black, right? And you know the Haitians, they look Afro just like me, and they look like me. And the difference between me and Haitian is the ball that the ball stop and all this crap. That shit is not gonna be allowed, especially not in the Dominican Republic. So what I want to do, guys, is let people like this know that we're here and we're watching. That now Dominicans, we're gonna have a voice. That's why we're not playing around, no more. All right, guys. So I'm pretty sure if you got Dominican, if you're Dominican and you listening to this, and you listen to all this, everything that he just said, he got you. Cause trust me, guys, like I had to, like slow down. Cause the first time that I saw this video, I was not being this calm. Let's be real. All right, guys. So let's do that, man. And hold on, I might show it to you again, man. I know you're probably like, oh, want to see it again.
But not me.
How I say, do you think Dominicans know that he's saying shit like this on YouTube? Trust me, no, they don't.
I make sure that all of my people are good and all of my people are together. But because the culture is like that, that creates this atmosphere where you'll find a lot of Haitians that are great at what they do, but don't get a chance to do it much because some people would prefer not to go with the Haitian. I actually had a Dominican to say.
And who they gonna go with then? Oh, Dominicans. Oh, no shit. Well, being in the Dominican Republic. But tell me, why when the Dominican man asks you why do you went with the Haitians, what you told him? What was your response to that?
Like, why would you go with a Haitian? And I'm like, you know I'm African, right? Like, I'm African, you know that, right? I said, the only difference between a Haitian and me is I'm probably circumcised and they got off the boat a little bit before I did. That's the only difference.
If you're so proud of Haitian and you're the same, again, why you in DR and not in Haiti? You see the bullshit with these people? You can make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. They're so Haitian with this and we powerful Haitian power, all this and that. But they don't want to go to Haiti. But they want to be pro Haitians in the Dominican Republic. And guys, we're not going to be allowing this shit anymore. One is you hiring the Haitians, it is what it is, whatever. But you're not going to be saying shit like this while being in the Dominican Republic. Alright, guys. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave the video here, guys. And then, and then I'll see you all in the next video, man, alright? But again, that's what I want to do. Let's go to this guy's channel, let him know that we're here now. That comments like this, are gonna have consequences. Alright, so the reason I want to do this is just to let them know that we're here, that we are watching. And we're gonna call them out. And trust me, he don't want the smoke, especially if he's trying to have a business in DR. With Dominicans. You know what I mean? He don't want that smoke. Alright guys, so see you on the next video.